scenario where a checkpoint is useful. A checkpoint is useful when we go to military base. I mean, because you go into an air show, they want to make sure they don't have any weapons or any weapons in your car or weapons on you too as well. And I like that. So when you go to an air show, a military base, they have checkpoints. Okay, they do, which is fine because it's a military base. But on the main road, on let's say like a highway or a county road, you don't need to have checkpoints. You really don't. You really.
Well, Mark, I think you're misunderstanding checkpoint. A checkpoint is where they set up in an area location. A military base, okay, they have the right to privacy and they have security checks.
That's right.
Where you go to get in on the base.
That's right.
That wouldn't be any different if you went into a secured area of even Walmart. They have secured areas, which is very light security, but where they have merchandise by the back doors where the trucks come in and stuff like that. They want proper personnel back there. But casinos is a good example because they have areas that are secured because they have a lot of money.
Right.
And same thing with banks. But checkpoints are where they would just basically set up roadblocks in the middle of the road, and anybody that drove through there, they would pull them over.
Right.
And that's illegal. They can't do it. Now, I know that
California has that, by the way.
That I had talked to in reference to this after the fact, they told me that, well, they said it was legal to do and they had permission. And no, it's not.
Right.
It's not legal to do that. It's actually illegal, and people don't realize there was. So I said to the person, so who did you find out it was legal? Well, I called the police department, and they said it was legal. So, again, the Fox is telling the hen house that the Fox is telling you that the hen house is okay.
Yeah.
You need to call somebody besides that, like your government officials, and ask them, because you're probably going to get a different story.
Right. Well, guess what? California, they got checkpoints too, and they're getting away with it. Jerry Brown again. Look what is going on in California. Great. Look at the chaos in California. Look what they got going on. They have, they're cut off the water for the farmers, and now they're already had checkpoints already. Now, Jerry Brown also mandated road trains in California too. It's like Oregon too. Washington State's going to have road trains now. Road trains. The big of those two 50-foot trailers. Two 50-foot trailers going down the highway. How about that? And this it was 2 days ago where they mandated this. June 1st. 2 days ago. And they did it by executive order under the state law. So are they breaking the law? Yeah. Is people complaining about it? No. Are they doing anything about it? No. Have they gone to the district attorney about it? No. Have the people complained? No. Are they scared to complain? Maybe, but they're not saying anything. But here we are. They're telling them we are here to bring this out. This is a news story that needs to be brought out, and I'm not afraid to do it. I am not afraid to do it. So. That's where we are right now in America. I don't know. I mean, what the hell is the world coming to? It's a great saying. What the hell is the world coming to? Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree, Mark. It's ridiculous the way things are, but it's all revenue. Here's why checkpoints illegal. In order for a police officer to stop you, pull you over, talk to you, they have to have profitable cause. Okay? They walk up to somebody that's sitting in a parking lot doing nothing but on their cell phone or something, and they harass them. Well, what are you doing here? Why are you doing? Well, they haven't broke the law.
Right.
Okay? They haven't broke the law.
Right.
Well, this is private property. Well, I saw a YouTube video where a guy was sitting in the parking lot of the city hall.
Right.
And he said it was private property. He said, no, this is not private property. This is public property. Public property. And it should have been posted in the parking lot, office hours, and then he couldn't have parked there because you're only allowed, like parks do. parks post hours.
Right.
When they post hours, then they have the right to say, well, you can't be in this park because it's posted. And this is the problem. So here this cop is harassing him. Well, the police department was right next door, so it's obvious that he was adjacent to the police department's parking lot. You know, but they got nothing better to do than to come over here and harass this guy.
Yeah.
Again, they don't have proper cause. So when you stop people just at random, you're breaking the law yourself because you don't have profitable cause to pull these people over. You're just pulling them over just to pull them over. And then you're going through. And I would challenge it because if they gave me a ticket for not having my insurance or not having a driver's license or whatever, they're on a fishing expedition, and I don't do drugs, but if somebody got pulled over and they got nailed for drugs, I would challenge that because I bet you would win.
Yeah.
You go to court and see what people don't seem to understand is it's how they obtain the evidence that makes it submissible or insubmissible in court.
Right.
Okay? So if you challenge that these officers pulled me over on a check stop illegally, okay, and they said they smelled marijuana, and then they searched the car, and then they found it, well, it's how the basis of how they obtained it in the first place.
Yeah.
And this would make it insubmissible. Now they don't have a case. So once you eliminate that from the equation, what's your case if they have none?
Right.
And that's the whole reason why they have to have probable cause in the first place. But if a guy's driving down the road and he's speeding, now the officer has probable cause to pull him over and talk to him, and then you roll down your window, I smell marijuana, and you kind of see where it's going, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You know. The smell is what gives him the right to enter your vehicle. Because the vehicles are private property. They don't have the right to go into your vehicle without a warrant.
Right.
Okay? And when they enter in or whatever, but here's the thing. They can be looking in your car and then see a baggie there.
Well, guess what?
Because I saw the baggie, I thought it was marijuana, and that gave a probable cause.
Well, I gotta say something. I got a question about marijuana. As you know, it was in Colorado and Oregon now. Oregon also legalized marijuana. Washington State did too. Now, California's ready to legalize marijuana. Do they have a right to search a car for marijuana now? Is that or is that not or is that illegal? That's a good question.
Well, here's where you're getting a part to where federal law always trumps state law because it's a simple mandate that the feds say that marijuana is illegal. Okay, our taxpayers' dollars pay billions of dollars a year to go after these cartel or whoever is selling drugs, and marijuana is included in it.
Uh-huh.
Well, the state is saying that we're not going to touch you. So if it's legal in the state and they get pulled over and there's marijuana in there, no, they'll let you go because the state law states that. Okay? But actually, and here is where I really, it's a big form of tyranny here because the state gets federal dollars from the federal government for all kinds of schools and roads and all kinds of stuff. And how are they going to get this money? And then they say that, well, it's legal in the state. The way it should be properly done is that Congress would have to pass a law stating that marijuana is illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And where people don't understand is we are, every state is part of the union. It's a state of the union.
Right.
And it's all under the federal government. And that's why Washington is in its own country, they call it, its own little Providence because they are supposed to be non-biased and overlooked. Well, it's so dang corrupt now, Mark, with everything, because the law works, the system works, as long as there isn't any type of influence or somebody that would change the system. It works. O.J. Simpson case is a big classic of this. You know, if they would have prosecuted him for the evidence that was really stated and not made up stuff, with this glove theory that the glove didn't even stick him and all this other stuff with okay. See, these are things that turn the jury against filing the conviction. And if the jury finds that, you know, hey, the government is changing stuff, we'll let the guy free even if they know he's a murderer.
Yeah.